Hi, folks. Welcome to Dmpt 1010 for the fall 2024 semester. Dmpt 1010 is raster imaging. The course recognition number is 20345. My name is Mr. Thomas, and I'm your possibly temporary instructor for this course. As you may know, originally there was another teacher that was supposed to teach this course. It was a new teacher. It is hopefully a new teacher that's supposed to teach this course. Unfortunately, she has not gotten through the human resources process yet, so she cannot teach the class until that happens. But I may be your instructor for the next 4 or 5 weeks of the semester, and I sent an email out to you on Thursday as soon as I got the Blackboard page sent to my account from the Blackboard administrator, and I was informed that same day by Dr. Evans that I would have to kind of a pinch hit or substitute for that class for a little while. Don't worry, you are in great hands. And so I reached out to you on Thursday with the announcement right here that kind of tells you a lot about what's going on, and gets you set up for the first week or two of class, really several weeks of class. As you know, this class, Raster Imaging, is an online class, and it is all about learning how to apply Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, in the creation of artwork, closely following the principles and elements of design that you learned in Dmpt 1000. This particular course, as it exists in Blackboard at this school, has been designed by Miss Stephanie Voltola, and she did an excellent job as far as making it so that designing the course so there's a combination of learning the mechanical aspects of Photoshop, that is how you operate Photoshop, with the application of the principles and elements of design. So you're not just doing random exercises to learn how the functions work like you would in the classroom in the book series. You're actually applying your mechanical knowledge of Adobe Photoshop that you'll be learning in the course, of course, to creating artwork, at the same time honing or sharpening your skills, both artistically and academically, with the principles and elements of design. So this video is a walkthrough video to kind of introduce you to the school, to the class website on Blackboard, as well as to introduce you to the syllabus. This is going to be a quick walkthrough, but nonetheless, there's going to be some very important information. As you can see, I have loaded up the Blackboard announcements page here, and it is critically important that you keep up with the announcements that will be appearing in the announcement section of Blackboard and in your email every Sunday night to Monday morning. Okay, the announcements they tell you what we will be doing for the following week. So, for example, on the 18th and 19th of August, the announcements for the week of August the 19th through August the 25th or so will appear on will appear in the announcement section and in your email. So it'll basically be like a checklist of all the things that we're going to get done. Here's an example of the first week, which really kind of got started a little bit late. Like I said, I didn't get access to any of the information. I needed to do this until Thursday of the first week. So they'll pretty much follow this format, a short introduction with a list of tasks, a list of things that we're going to be doing over the course of the semester. Just please make sure you read this every week, at least once a week. Use it as a checklist as you complete the tasks that we will have to do for the semester, week by week. So let's go to the Start Here section of Blackboard. In the Start Here section, the no show participation assignment, that is due on, and I sent this in the email for the announcements it mentioned, it was due on Friday, the 16th of August by 11:59 p.m. It was a little later than for the rest of the school because of the fact that I didn't get like I said, access to your class at all on Blackboard until Thursday. So looking at Blackboard, looks like most of you completed the no-show participation quiz, but if you did not, you're going to have to be reinstated from the course, because I turned in my no-show report on, I think I pushed it back to Sunday, the 18th. So if you have not completed it yet, there's a good chance that you're going to be dropped from the course by the registrar. So just be prepared to go through the process of reinstatement. Okay, so just to kind of show you what the quiz looks like, click on the link for the quiz and click begin. It's only 2 questions. You've all been in a GPTC class before this one, so you're used to this kind of thing. Okay, let's go back to start here. And I don't really use Cafe Chat, but once again, the announcements, that's where you're going to see your weekly announcements. I'm sorry, let's go back to start here, because I need to go through the information in the remainder of start here. Instructor contact information, here's how you can contact me. There's a picture of me, and here's my contact information. My email address is thomasj@gptc.edu. My phone number is 404-297-9522. That's the same number as the school, but I'm extension 1305. My office is in room C18. Okay, my office hours are Mondays and Wednesdays, 9:30 to 1, Thursdays, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., and Fridays, 9:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. I would like to encourage you to make an appointment with me by email before you just show up by my office. You're always welcome to just stop by my office, but bear in mind that if I'm not in class, I may be helping with, maybe working with another student. So what you want to do is you want to make sure, just like with the doctor, you want to make sure that you make an appointment with me by emailing me to make sure that we can agree upon a time and we can meet, and I can set aside some time with you individually. Please do not interrupt one of my classes. On Mondays through Thursdays, the hours that I don't have listed as my conference hours, I'm in a class. I'm usually in C24, sometimes C23. Please do not stop, just decide to stop by. Sometimes this happens. Students will stop by my class while I'm teaching and interrupt me and think that I'm gonna stop teaching to help them with whatever. Please don't do that. That's a huge sign of disrespect for my time and the time of the students that are in the course. So please make sure that if you need to see me, restrict yourself to my conference hours. And it's best if you make an appointment. If you want to just drop by, that's fine too. But like I said, you're kind of taking your chances. I may be at a department meeting. I may be in the TV studio repairing some equipment or setting up equipment. I could be conferencing with another student. So it's best if you make an appointment. All right. So let's go back to start here, and the walkthrough video of this course and this link right here. There's the welcome video, which is a general welcome video for all of my courses that I'm teaching at GPTC in the fall 2024 semester. But also the walkthrough video that you are watching right now can be found in the walkthrough video of this course section of the Start Here portion of Blackboard. Syllabus, we're going to go over the syllabus in detail momentarily. Well, actually, we'll go over it fairly thoroughly, but we're not going to go over every word of it. That's for you to do on your own time. But I'll go through I'll highlight it a little later on in this recording. As you can see, you can click this link right here, and it will download or save the syllabus on your hard drive. And down here, this is something Ms. Botolan does, because she set up the entire Blackboard site, by the way, for this course. And this is a list of all of your due dates. This is incredibly useful to you because of the fact that there's no reason why you should miss a due date or not do something because of the fact that you didn't know it was due. Here's a list of assignments ahead of time. I've tweaked it a little bit. Ms. Fotolin's assignments are normally due on Thursdays, I believe. What works best for me in my other courses is I like for the assignments to be due on Sunday evenings at 11:59 p.m. Kind of think of that as the end of the previous week and the start of the next week. all right? It's just before midnight Sunday, which would be like 12:01 a.m., by the way, would be Monday morning of the next week, just to kind of let you know where we are in time. So that's when all of these are due, like 9:15. They're not due on Monday morning. They do 9, well, that's September the 15th, 2024 is when your first assignment is due, 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. So that's when that's due. I want to strongly encourage you to not wait until the last minute to get these assignments done. They're very involved. They're going to take a lot of time, and we want you to do your best work. So please don't wait until the last minute to get started on these assignments. Okay. As far as the course schedule, that's a handy little calendar that has all of your due dates for all of the classes that you check on this calendar section here. Okay. It gives you a little banner. That's the same color as the course that you check on the left here that you want to see in the calendar. And it's a really good way of keeping track of what you have due for which class and when it is due. And you can set this one time in one of your courses and just make sure you have all of your other courses checked, and it'll show you all the assignments and all of your courses on the same calendars, all right? And it goes, for the entire semester, August through December. Okay. I'd like to start here. Okay, academic calendar, this is just really general information about the school. This doesn't apply specifically to the course. However, as you know, August the 12th is when the class began. December the 7th is when that's the last day of classes. I end my semester and my classes earlier because there's always a certain amount of administrative work that needs to be done at the end of the semester. So your final exam will be due on December the 1st, okay? You'll have between November the 24th and December the 1st to complete your final exam online using Respondus Lockdown Browser. Your final exam will also be your proctored event, which is why you have to use Respondus Lockdown Browser. Your final project, you have a final project that is due on November the 24th, 2024 by 11:59 p.m. And of course, there are some other deadlines here, like the September 1st final payment deadline to pay for your courses, and the December 9th deadline for me, which is when the final grades will be posted. Of course, I have to have my grades in long before December the 9th. That's why I end my semester on December the 1st. So I have enough time to take care of everything. Okay, as far as GPTC student and Blackboard support information, if you're having any issues with Blackboard at all, whether it is you've forgotten your password or you want to change your password, you would click the first link. Online learning support information. This basically tells you about online learning or virtual learning in general at GPTC. If you're having a problem with Blackboard that doesn't involve your password, then you need to submit a ticket to get somebody from technical support to help you. Say, for example, you have some classes that are missing from Blackboard, or Blackboard is acting really weird, or Blackboard kicked you out in the middle of a quiz or whatever, then you want to submit a support ticket, which is basically a request for help from the Blackboard technicians. I am not a Blackboard administrator or technician, so if you are having problems with Blackboard, it is important for you to let me know if it interferes with your ability to turn something in or do some kind of work. However, I cannot fix Blackboard, all right? But it's good for me to know, just in case it causes some issues with you missing deadlines. Blackboard Technology Orientation Recording. This is just basically a recording of how Blackboard works, created by Sandra Clapper, our Blackboard administrator. So if there's anything about Blackboard that you've forgotten or you need a refresher on how it works, I suggest that you take a look at that. Textbook information. Under textbook information, the textbook for the course is Launching the Imagination by Mary Stewart, the 5th edition. It is available in the bookstore. However, all of the information that you will need for this course, just like with Dmpt 1000, it's covered in a series of PowerPoint presentations. So if you purchase the textbook, it is great, it is wonderful. However, if you don't purchase a textbook, you'll still have the information that you need in order to do well in the course in the readings section of each module on Blackboard. So here. Grading policies for the course. This just lists what is an A. 90 to 100 is an A. 80 to 89 is a B. 70 to 79 is a C, and so forth. Just to let you know, you have to have a C or better in this course in order for you to get out of the class, in order to get to the next series of courses. Of course, every class in your major, which is Design, Media, Production, Technology, DMPT, also known as New Media, you have to have a C or better. Classes that are not in your major, like English or math or a non-major elective, you can get a D or better, but focus on the or better part. Nobody wants to see a transcript full of D's and really even C's. So that's basically what's in the grading policy, okay? Proctoring, that basically talks about Respondus Lockdown Browser. I only use Respondus Lockdown Browser for the final exam. I don't use it for any immediate quizzes or anything like that. I just use it for the final exam. And you're probably all familiar with Lockdown Browser from your other courses, but this is a link just in case you need to download the software again to install it. This link right here informs you how to download and install Respondus Lockdown Browser. This is an overview video that tells you how it works and why we use it, and a quick start guide for students if you have more detailed questions or problems. Of course, what is proctoring? This link right here basically was not really even a link. It's just a statement that basically says that that's how we ensure academic integrity in the exam environment, to make sure that the person who registered for the class is the person who was actually taking the exam. All right, that's why we need proctoring. And Respondus Lockdown Browser is an automated type or AI type of proctoring. Additional course resources. There's nothing really, well, actually I take that back. There is something here. It just basically tells you about the Adobe Creative Cloud. The Adobe Creative Cloud is a suite of over 20 apps that designers use, designers use, including Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, and Adobe Illustrator. You must use Adobe Photoshop for this course. You cannot use any other program, not Krita, not any other program. You must use Adobe Photoshop because that is what we're teaching in this course. You can get Photoshop for a 60% student discount by clicking the link below there. They'll ask for some information for you to prove that you're a student, but the 60% off student discount is $19.99 per month for the first year. And then after that first calendar year, it goes up to $29.99 a month. But that's still a really big savings because it's closer to $59 or $58.99 a month for people who are not students. Think of getting the Adobe Creative Cloud, which is more than just Photoshop, by the way. Think of it as an investment in yourself and your career, and not just, I have to get it for a class. I can tell you as a professional filmmaker that I use Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere, Media Encoder, Adobe Audition virtually every day in my career. And so as a filmmaker, so it's not just something that you need for class, and it is something you will definitely see in the industry. I want you to get in the habit of investing in yourself so that other people will want to invest in you. All right. And college resources, this is another general link right here that gives you access to library services and a link to register for classes for next semester. Also a link for the course catalog and campus services and amenities and student handbook, of course. The TCSG free online training link will give you some more resources to learn outside of what the resources that we have in the class. Learn about topics that are outside of DMPT 1010 Photoshop, GPTC Foundation scholarships. If you find yourself short on money to pay for your classes for a semester, you can apply for a scholarship. The scholarships from the foundation, they are academically based, so you have to have over a certain GPA to even apply for them. You also have to get recommendation letters from, I believe it's two instructors. And number 3, they don't pay for like a full suite of courses. So they're not going to pay for 12 credit hours or like 3 or 4 courses. They're not going to do that. Usually they pay for just like maybe one course, maybe two, but usually one course. But that one course can make all the difference in the world between you graduating on time and you graduating a semester late. Campus life, this is an important link because of the fact that it gives you information on all of the student clubs and organizations, and of course the SGA, or Student Government Association. If you click on student clubs and organizations and you scroll all the way down to the best student club on campus, United Media Minds. This is a design and media production club. It also includes recording arts club. And basically, you join this if you want to work with other students on projects outside of class, music videos, movie posters, things that you wouldn't necessarily get to do in class because of time and because of the curriculum that we have to follow. But also is a big source of building community in the DMPT department, making it so that working in the DMPT department is something that you want to do, not just something you have to do. You meet and develop new friends with United Media Minds. They have field trips and social events like parties and all kinds of wonderful things. I want to strongly encourage you to join United Media Minds by either clicking this link right here and sending an email to United Media Minds stating your name, your 900 number, and your interest in joining United Media Minds, or you can fill out the Maxient form. There's a Maxient form that actually I think I emailed it out to all of my 1,000 classes and 1,600 and 2,600 classes last week. I'm going to put it in announcements for you guys as well, because of the fact that some people like the Maxient form because it's a little more. It's a little more. How you doing? It's a little more complete. It's a little more detailed. All right. So that's pretty much it for campus for the college for the Start Here section. Under college resources, how to file a complaint or grievance, by the way. If you have any issues, Title IX reporting issue or disciplinary sanction appeal or student equity grievance, a student discrimination grievance form, you would click the very last link there and it gives you a link to all the forms that you can use to inform the school of any improprieties that you think are going on that you would like to bring to our attention and like to get action on. So that's it for the Start Here section. Just to let you know, I'm going to click on the assignment section. I'm sorry. The assignment section is where you're going to spend most of your time. Under each, in each module, you have readings and videos to watch and read, or read and watch. You also have the assignments that you are going to complete and get graded on. So for example, when you go to the assignment section, you'll see module 1. That's for week 1. I'm going to click on the link for module 1. Anything you're supposed to read or watch is in the Learn Reading in the Learn Reading Video and Objective section. Click on that link and you'll see an objectives, videos, and reading sections. Click on videos and you see that you have two videos. Well, you have one video really. It's the Dmpt 1010 Principles and Elements chart. This second link here is like a link to all the lecture videos that you will have to watch over the course of the whole semester. It doesn't really tell you which week you watch it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically put a link at the top of every video section that just shows all the videos you're supposed to watch for just that module, so you're not confused and watch the wrong video for that particular module. I'll make the lecture videos link unavailable so you can't see that, so it doesn't confuse you. Okay, so if I go back out to Learn Reading Video and Objectives and I go to Readings, okay, anything that you're supposed to read, like a PowerPoint presentation or online article, you'll find them in the Learn Reading, the reading section of the Learn Reading Video and Objective section. In this particular first module, we just introduce you or reintroduce you to the Principles and Elements of Design chart. and you really want to take this to heart, because of the fact that this class is all about applying, creating art using Photoshop, exercising the principles and elements of design in your work. That's what this course is about. So, um, so this is something you'll see over and over again. All right. In other modules, you'll see like a PowerPoint presentation or online article. Make sure you just go from videos to readings and just complete or read or watch all the material in these two links to make sure you're not missing out on anything for that module. All right. And then when you go to assignments, all right, first thing we have is a work ethics discussion. This is for a grade, but as long as you get this done before the end of the semester, which I'm going to set at December the 1st, 2024, you're good to go. Basically, this is just the 10 work ethics traits. You've all done this before. And once you click on the work ethics discussion link right here, as you can see, a whole lot of you have already done it. You're going to click create thread. When you click create thread, you'll get the work ethics traits presented again, and the question, why these 10 traits important in your chosen career field. You just want to answer why these 10 traits are important in whatever career field that you want to pursue in design, and hit submit. And that is all you do. As you can see, a lot of you all have already done it, and I'm so happy that you have, so many of you have done it. Okay, so also in assignments, you have a principles and elements chart in Excel script format, because when you complete your work, you're going to have to complete it usually in a PowerPoint presentation format, just like in Dmpt 1000. And part of that PowerPoint presentation will include a principles and elements of design chart that you will include in one of the slides near the end or at the beginning sometimes of your PowerPoint presentation, where you describe how you used each principle and element of design in your artwork that you turned in for that module. Of course, we also have a test of the Respondus Lockdown Browser video quiz here. This quiz doesn't count for anything, but it is a good way to determine whether or not you have downloaded and installed and are using Respondus Lockdown Browser correctly. It's a good idea for you to take this quiz before you take the final exam on between November the 24th and December the 1st. You don't want to get all the way to the exam and figure out that you don't know how Respondus Lockdown Browser works. Okay. All right. And every other assignment, every other module rather, in the assignment section works in a similar way. You go to Learn Reading Video and Objectives. You get a little introduction here. Okay. And then under objectives, just in case I didn't look at this before, but the idea is it just kind of describes what you're going to learn in this module in the objective section. Under videos, here is, well, once again, the lecture videos. You're going to only have the lecture video for module 2 available to you, so you won't accidentally watch the wrong videos for this module. I'll get right on that. And then under readings, here are all of the online articles that you're supposed to read for this module. For example of design. Click on that link and you'll see a PDF is going to load. Take a second or two. All right, and this is a actually this is not, is the PDF, is a maybe in a PDF form, but it was clearly made with PowerPoint presentation, and it talks about design. So a lot of this stuff is reiterating some of the great stuff that you learned in Dmpt 1000. Ms. Voltolan also created those PowerPoint presentations, and I want to highly encourage you to download these PowerPoints, because they are going to be good for you in your work. Okay, if you cannot download it, like it didn't download me for me there, just let me know, and I'm sure I can make some adjustments so that you can download it, or I'll probably have copies of it that I can just send to you. Okay, so that's just the first reading, but you got 4 readings in this second module, and your first assignment that's due is in module 2, project 1, in the assignment section. Okay, here's a section of the assignment that explains the assignment. Okay, and here's actually an online selector color tool link that can kind of, allow you to calculate, find correct colors according to different color harmonies, right, from Sessions College. But the idea is, once you've read this and you've gotten all the resources you need from that, you're going to complete your pop art life assignment, and you're going to upload it. Well, you're going to upload the finished product to the link right here. Okay, so what I want you to be very aware of is in this, what you have to turn in. You always have to turn in a .psd format. That's a Photoshop document format. Okay, and I also want you to pay attention to the rubric at the bottom of the bottom of course content. Okay, we'll maybe go back and check that out later, but you're also going to turn in a completed principles and elements of design chart. We saw the Excel spreadsheet in the previous module, but you are going to create it, and you're going to fill it out with how you use each principle or element of design in your artwork, in this case the pop art assignment. Okay, and then you must in the assignment text box for the submission, we'll show you what that is in a minute, you have to write or attach a Word document that explains your design using the principles and elements of design in the chart that you filled out. All right. So the most important part is you want to read the instructions thoroughly, understand what the principles and elements of design are, understand which principle or element and which style of art, like in this case pop art, you're supposed to be emulating in your work, and of course understand how to use Photoshop to achieve these goals. Complete the work before the deadline, upload it before the deadline, and make sure that everything is complete and neat, and that is what your goal should be. All right, and so that's basically how every assignment works. Every assignment works in a way similar to that. Know that you're going to be completing at least one project every week. So this is going to be a lot of work, and you're going to be learning Photoshop at the same time as learning or honing your proficiency, expressing the skills and expressing the principles and elements of design. So that's all we're going to talk about for the Blackboard site. Let's take a look at the syllabus for the course. Actually, I'm gonna go back and show you where to download that. I'm gonna go to start here, and let's go to syllabus, and let's click on the first link, and it's gonna download just like it did before. And okay, we should be good to go. All right, so here's our syllabus. Here is my contact information again, my name, my email address, my phone extension, my conference hours. All right, this is a 100% online course, so you will never meet with me in person on campus, like doing a regular, like say Mondays and Wednesdays from 1 to 4. That will never happen, and we won't even meet face-to-face like via Zoom chat online, because this is an online asynchronous course. However, if you would like to meet with me to get some extra help, if you have any questions, to get some tutoring or counseling or advising, you're always welcome to come see me during my office hours. As I said earlier, please make an appointment. Here is the assigned textbook for the course. We already talked about that. This information in the syllabus is really just a portion of the information that you need to know. The information in this syllabus is specific to Dmpt 1010. However, there are some other policies that you need to be aware of that cover the college in general, covers all the students and all the courses. You can find those policies in www.gptc.edu/supplemental/syllabus. You can find it here at that link. And of course, it covers material like equal opportunity, grading system and grading symbols, special services, withdrawals, and technical support. This next section is our competency area or learning outcome area. This is what you're supposed to know by the time you finish the course. What I recommend you do is, as you progress in the course, and when you finish the course, evaluate what you've learned, take a look at this section, and see if you've learned everything here. I guarantee you will learn a lot more than just that. The no-show work ethics assignment, we talked about that earlier. That was due this past, I think I set it to Friday at 11:59 p.m. Here are some policies. Late work is not accepted ever under any circumstances. All work attempted to be submitted late or not submitted at all will receive a 0 in the grade book. All deadlines are provided on the onset of the course, at the beginning of the course, so please plan accordingly. So don't even ask. No late work, no redos. Work must be properly formatted. In order to be graded, if I ask for a Photoshop document of your work, send me a Photoshop document. Don't send me a JPEG. No, I need to see your work in separate layers. Send me a Photoshop document. That's why it's so important that we all work in Photoshop. You have one attempt to submit work in Blackboard. If you're having problems, if Blackboard is malfunctioning or you don't understand anything, it's important that you try. It's important that you try ahead of time, because of the fact that if you miss a deadline because your computer blew up or something like that, you should know that long before the deadline. So don't wait until 11:50 p.m. on Sunday night to try to submit it. It's best if you try to submit it ahead of time. So if something goes wrong, you can talk to me, communicate me, and we can work something out. Of course, you are responsible for providing your own software, your app, Adobe Photoshop with the Adobe Creative Cloud subscription. As far as email is concerned, if you email me Monday through Friday at 12 p.m., Monday 9 a.m. to Friday 12 p.m., you'll hear within 24 hours, you get a response. However, if you email me after Friday at 12 p.m. Up until the following Monday at 9 a.m., please give me until the following Monday at 12 p.m. to respond to you. In other words, I don't answer calls, I don't answer emails on the weekend. Teachers get days off too. Here is our course student evaluation. You're gonna have 10 projects that are 5% each of your grade, of your final grade. That's 50% of your grade. Your final project is 30%. Your final exam is 15%. And there's that work ethics discussion that I just mentioned. That's 5% of your grade, all right? Once again, the final project is due on Sunday, the 24th of November at 11:59 p.m., okay? And the final exam will be available to you from Sunday the 24th at 10 p.m. through Sunday, December 1st at 11:59 p.m. All right, I may actually make it so that it's available to you starting at 9 a.m. instead of 10 p.m. on Sunday the 24th. Just make sure you use that week to get it done. Here is the list of all the assignments that we have to do and everything that we have to do, all the projects when we have to do them and what the deadlines are, okay? And that's pretty much it. Here are a few other policies here that you want to be aware of. Please make sure that you read your syllabus completely and thoroughly. If you have any questions on it, please reach out to me and I will answer them for you. Remember, your first assignment is due on September the 15th, but I would not recommend you not get started until then. I recommend you start now and get the ball rolling early so you don't have to worry about chasing those deadlines. So if you have any questions or concerns, please contact me by email or by phone or set an appointment with me. Thank you very much and have a great day.